morning, welcome to SAKALAVIDYA YouTube channel. Very good morning. Lakshmi, Suma, Bhargavi, Balu, Vaibhav, Nageshwar Reddy, Gausia, Vaishnavi, Vaibhav, Srikant, Govind, Vaishnavi Vinayaki, Rishichari. So during the live chat only you have the accessible for super chat also. Super chat, if you do the super chat, so you can actually support our channel. So those who are interested, you can do it. Super chat also. So in super chat you can ask your doubts. So the doubts can be clarified in the next sessions. Okay, Sai Pranay, subscribe first of all, subscribe. So all of you once again like, subscribe and share. Fine. Jingam Shamala. In the chart section you can find out dollar symbol. That symbol you need to click it so that you can chart through super chat. Super chat has been enabled for us for our channel. Fine. Writing board not view, sir. Writing board not view, sir. What is meant by that one? So okay, definitely chapter wise weightage will be conducted in the first week of September. It may be on 2nd or 3rd. I will conduct special session of you. That is the last session for this 2020 batch. Good morning. Narendra. As far as our statistics is concerned, street number, street address and flat pin code. No, not necessary. Not necessary. Simply you can chart directly. Okay. So question number 54. If A1, A2 and so on, AN are n independent events such that P of AK, that means kth event, defined as 1 upon k plus 1, where k take the values 1, 2, 3 and so on n, then the probability that none of the n events occur is first option 1 upon n plus 1, second is n upon n plus 1, third one is n upon n plus 1 times n plus 2, fourth upon 1 upon n factorial plus 1. Okay, now I ask you one thing, all of you. Board is visible or not? Some of the viewers complained, just given the complaint again to me. I don't know his name. What is his name? Somebody, wait for a while. I will check the chart. Is it not visible or not? Yes or no? You need to say. Fast. Is it visible or not? It is clear or not? Okay. I need to say more S. Otherwise, no. Am I audible or not? Both. Clear? Right. So everybody is clear. Okay. Right. Thank you. If A1, A2, AN are n independent events, this is the keyword this problem. They are the independent events such that P of AK is defined as 1 upon k plus 1, where k is equal to 1, 2, 3 and so on n. Then probability that none of n events occur, that we need to find out. So that means let us make a plan for this one to solve the problem. First of all, A1, A2 dash AN are independent events, that's clear. And next, probability of each of the probability is defined by the one definition. General definition has been given, that is P of AK is equal to k plus 1, so that P of A1, P of A2, P of A1 can be calculated very easily with the help of that formula. And probability that none of the n events occur. None of the n events occur means A1 bar intersection A2 bar intersection and so on AN bar intersection we need to find out. So that is to be actually calculated. So let us go for next page. 54th solution. 54th solution. Here given P of AK is equal to 1 by k plus 1, where k equals to 1, 2, 3, so on n. That means P of A1 equals to 1 upon 2, P of A2 equals to 1 upon 3, and so on. P of An equals to 1 upon n plus 1. This we can write it. And next, what we need to find out means, we need to find out and also what is given: A1, A2, A3, so on, An are independent. That implies A1 bar, A2 bar, their complementary events, A3 bar, and so on, An bar, are also independent. These concepts need to be used, but it should be visualized in our mind only. That for the sake of your better understanding, I am writing everything. Okay, right. Next, now what we need to find out means P of A1 bar intersection A2 bar intersection A3 bar intersection and so on intersection An bar. This is actually what question now. None of them in event occur. None of n event occur. This is equal to this. We can write to P of A1 union A2 union. Sorry. That's not required. So this can be written like this. This can be written using multiplication theorem: P of A1 bar into P of A2 bar into P of A3 bar and so on multiplied by P of An bar. Already P of A1 is there. P of A1 bar is means 1 minus P of A1. Okay. This is 1 minus P of A2. This is 1 minus P of A3. So on, this last can be written 1 minus P of An. That's all. Let us substitute the respective values. So this equals to 1 minus 1 upon 2 multiplied by 1 minus 1 upon 3, 1 minus 1 upon 4, and so on. It will be continued 1 minus 1 upon n plus 1. So very interesting factor. 1 minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2 times. This will be 2 by 3 times. This will be 3 by 4 times, and so on dash into n plus 1 minus 1, n upon n plus 1. So what happens actually, you see, this 2 cancel, 3 cancel, 4 cancel, even n also cancel. Here 1 we have. So this equals to 1 upon n plus 1. So that means so this is the answer. So 1 upon n plus 1. That means first option is the right option. First option is the right option. Okay. $55. 55th question. 55th question. it is selection the probability of selection of A is 1 upon 7 and that of B, another event B, is 1 upon 5. The probability that both of them would be sorry, 1 minute. Both of them would not be selected. Is first option 1 upon 35, second option 24 upon 35, third option is 11 upon 35, fourth option is 1 upon 24. In the previous problem, actually that was n events. Here we have only two events. It is selection, comma should be there. It is selection, the probability of selection of A is 1 by 7 and that of B is 1 by 5. The probability that both of them would not be selected is. So that means actually they appeared for an interview for the selection. The probability of selection of A is 1 by 7, whereas the probability of selection of B is 1 by 5. So that means actually indirectly these two events will be independent itself only because they appear for the independently. So moreover, the probability that both of them would not be selected means P of A bar intersection B bar you need to find out. P of A bar intersection P of B bar means P of A bar into P of B bar you need to find out. P of A bar is equal to 1 minus P of A into 1 minus P of Q. 6 by 7 into 4 by 5. 6 by 7 into 4 by 5 is 24 by 35 is the answer. Option 2 is the right option. But we can do without paper pen also. Without paper pen we can do. But let us do it. Option is second only, don't worry. It is selection, the probability of selection of A is 1 by 7 and that of B is 1 by 5. The probability that both of them would not, this is important, would not be selected is. That means here solution. Let us say A be the event of selecting of A. P of A equals to 1 by 7 and P of A bar also directly we can write here. 1 minus P of A, 1 minus 1 by 7, that is 6 upon 7. P of B equals to 1 upon 5. That implies P of B bar. P of B bar is equal to 1 minus P of B. So 1 minus 1 upon 5, that will be 4 by 5. Now what we need to select? P of both of them, both A and B, not selected. In words this is. Symbolically we can write P of A bar intersection B bar. This is because you remember one more thing, important case is A comma B are independent. A comma B are independent. This is very important point of view. Independent. Independent. Even A bar B bar also independent. This we can write using multiplication theorem, P of A into P of B. Sorry, P of A bar into P of B bar. That's equal to 6 upon 7 multiplied by 4 upon 5. 6 4 ja 24 upon 7 5 ja 35. 24 upon 35. So that means second option is the right option. Second option is the right option. Here A bar, B bar are also same independent. Sorry, 56th question. Same, it is selection. It is selection. The probability of selection of A is 1 by 7 and that of B is 1 by 5. The probability that both are selected. First option 1 upon 35. Second option 24 by 35. Third option 11 by 35. Fourth option is 1 upon 24. This problem everybody will do. So I will check how many of can you do this problem. You need to chart. Yes, Pavan Kumar, Kirtana Kotla, Suma, Shankar Prasad, Govind, Balu, Vaibhav, Lakshmi. So where is Deepti? Sandeep Neta, Dhruvamsh, Dishwank, Sriyana Rachakonda is not there. Okay, I am doing some technical work so that instead of writing all these things. Okay, this is another problem. Okay, right. Let us do this problem. Yes, absolutely correct. 1 by 35 is the answer. But let me explain for the sake of the offline viewers also. So good morning Ravindra. Kartik. Sumant is not there. Surya Prakash is not there. Narla. It is selection. Probability of selection of A is 1 by 7 and that of B is 1 by 5. Then probability that both are selected. Both are selected. So that means, let us say the probability of selecting A, P of A equals to 1 by 7. Probability of selecting P of B is 1 by 5. Accordingly, here obviously we can say that A comma B are independent events. So by virtue of the problem, by reading the problem, okay Avinash, A comma B are independent events. Independent events. So that what we need to find out, both are selected. Both are selected means P of both are selected. Both A and B are selected. So and means that is the inclusive sense. So that is nothing but P of A intersection B. Since this is the actually keyword for us, this is the keyword. A comma B are independent. So P of A intersection B can be written as P of A multiplied by P of B. So that we can write P of A is equal to 1 by 7 upon, multiplied 1 upon 7 multiplied by 1 upon 5. This will be 1 upon 35. Obviously, yes, you are correct. The first option is the right option. First option is the right option. This is 57 problem. 57 problem. Just I learnt a new technique. How to, without writing, how to actually copy somewhere. So just I remove this one now. Whatever required I will write. At a selection, the probability of selection of A is 1 by 7 and that of B is 1 by 5. The probability that exactly one of them selected is okay. First option 2 upon 7, second option 1 upon 7, third is 3 upon 7, fourth 4 upon 7. This is the question. See, it is selection. The probability of selection of A is 1 by 7 and that of B is 1 by 5. The probability that exactly one of them selected is. So actually here see, exactly one of them selected is the means actually if A is selected, B should not be selected. If B is selected, A should not be selected. That means exactly only one of them will be selected. Symbolically, mathematically, what we write means actually here, for example, event of selecting A is A, event of selecting the B is B, then actually event of not selecting A is A bar, event of not selecting B is B bar. So that means what we need to find out means A intersection B bar. That means only A will be selected. Or we have one more choice also, that is A bar intersection B. So that means P of A union B bar, A intersection B bar plus P of A bar intersection B need to be evaluated. So let us find out now here. Solution. First given write down P of A 1 by 7, P of A bar, you know everybody, 1 minus P of A, whose value is 1 minus 1 by 7, that is 6 by 7. Next is P of B equal to 1 upon 5. P of B equals to P of B bar equals to 1 minus P of B, 1 minus 1 by 5, that will be 4 by 5. According to the problem, A comma B are independent. So here two cases arise, case 1 and case 2. What is the case 1 actually here? So case 1 is A intersection B bar, and case 2 will arise like this, A bar intersection B. That means either case 1 or R means actually symbol, here plus symbol you need to take. That means therefore what we need to find out means we need to find P of A intersection B bar union, R means union mathematically, A intersection B bar. But here one interesting thing is A intersection B bar and A bar intersection B are also actually independent events itself only, are mutually exclusive only. If they are mutually exclusive, what we can write? P of A intersection B bar plus P of A intersection B, A bar intersection B. This is A bar intersection B. A bar intersection B. So A bar intersection B. So now let us apply. So multiplication theorem. So P of A multiplied by P of B bar plus P of A bar into P of B. See, P of A equals to 1 by 7 multiplied by P of B bar is equal to 4 by 5 plus P of A bar equals to 6 by 7, P of B equals to 1 by 5. So now we need to simplify this one. So this equals to, we can write 4 upon 35 plus 6 upon 35. This will be 10 upon 35 because they are the equivalent fractions. So that means 5 2 ja, 5 7 ja. 2 upon 7 is our desired answer. So first option is the right option. Or if you go through the question, you might have understood this question. Not, yes, 10 upon 35. 10 upon 35 is the right answer. So far I didn't receive a single response from the super chat. Right. Fifty-eight. Three cards are drawn from a pack of cards or a deck of cards successively. Successively means one after one, without replacement. The probability of getting first one is king. The first card, the foremost card should be king. First card must be king. Second must be queen. And third, ace card is first option 16 upon 52 times 51. Second option 64 upon 52 whole cube. Third option 64 upon 52 times 51 times 50. Fourth one 4 times 3 times 2 times upon 52 times 51 times 50. This is the question. Right. Three cards are drawn from a pack of cards successively. This is the keyword, successively. This is also keyword, without replacement. With replacement, without replacement. See, one thing remember, with replacement means independent events. Without replacement means dependent events. That we need to remember. The probability that getting of first one is king, second one is queen, third one is ace. So now 58 solution. So let A be the king, selecting king, B be the queen, just assign the symbol, ace, C be the ace. First we need to write this condition is without replacement condition. Without replacement. So from this we notice that A comma B comma C are dependent events. Dependent events. Okay, so first let us write now probability of selecting a king. How many kings are there? 4 kings. So one king we need to select, 4c1 upon 52c1. This is number of favorable cases by total cases. Am I correct, all of you? So that means this is 4 upon 52. Now without replacement means already one card has been selected. Now the P of that will be what? P of B conditioned on A. That means probability of selecting queen is not P of B. The probability of selecting of queen is after the selection of A. That means condition is there. P of B conditioned on A is equal to, here total will be 51 only, because with the card has not been replaced, king is not replaced, king is kept aside, so total will be affected. Only there will be 51 cards, we need to select one card. So there are it will not affect on the queens will be 4 queens itself only. So that means actually this can be written 4C1. This is 4 upon 51. So next we need to select ace. After being selected king queen, both events should occur. That means C conditioned on A intersection B. That equal to, already two cards has been selected. First one is king, second one is king. These two cards should be kept aside. So that means total will be affected. We have only 50. Out of 50, now we need to select one card. Now the aces, how many aces will be there? There will be 4 aces. So select one ace, 4C1. This is 4 upon 50. So what we need to find out means, so probability of getting a king, queen and ace in succession. That means P of A intersection B intersection C equal to P of A, multiplication theorem, P of B conditioned on A, P of C conditioned on A intersection B. Simply you need to multiply. 4 upon 52 times 4 upon 51, 4 upon 50. So 4 into 4 into 4, 4 cube is 64 upon 52 times 51 times 50. How we know to take P of B conditioned on A? That means after being selected king, you need to select queen, means the happening of the event Q will be affected. So that why we need to take that condition is there. P of B conditioned on A. So this is the answer. This is our answer. So 64 upon 52 times 51 by 50. So that means third option. Obviously this one. These are same. Option 3. Yes. $59. Okay, why we take C conditioned on A intersection B means after happening of A and B happens only C. C should happen. C will be affected. The event of happening of C will be affected. That's why C conditioned on A intersection B. That means having been actually happening of both A and B, then only the C occurs. That's why unibomber like this. Two dice are rolled. Two dice are rolled and three coins are tossed. Three coins are tossed. the probability of getting doublet on the dice and exactly two heads on the coins is first option 1/8, second option 1/16, third option 1/64, fourth option 1/4. So first try to understand the problem. That is very important. Understanding the problem is very, very important rather than actually by hurting the problem or anything. So if you understand the problem easily without paper pen, we can do it. So the two dice are rolled, one condition, and three coins are tossed. The probability of getting doublet. Probability of getting doublet means 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3 up to 6. 6 by 36 is 1/6. Okay. Three coins are tossed, getting exactly two hits. 3c2 by 2 cube, 3/8. 3/8 multiplied by 1/6, you will get the answer. But that without paper pen we can do it. But we need to put on the paper for the better understanding. Okay, let us do it now. Two dice are rolled, three coins are tossed. The probability of getting doublet on the dice, exactly two heads on the coins. So that means first let us say P of A equals to P of probability of getting event of getting doublet. Doublet means don't get any confusion. Order pairs, same numbers. That means here you will be getting favorable cases is 1, 1, 2, 2 like this. So that is equal to 6/6 into 6, 1/6. P of B. This is probability of exactly two heads when three coins are tossed. That means 3c2 upon 2 cube. 3c2 is 3c1 only, 3/8. Now what we need to find out? Both simultaneously occurs. P of A intersection B. Because dice and coins do not depend. Here interesting thing is A comma B are independent. That means by virtue of, by nature of the problem, so we are able to actually decide or justify that whether the given are independent or mutually exclusive or dependent. We need to, sorry, you will solve any mock test papers, that depending upon the syllabus. Just now today you joined, how can you say? Right. P of A intersection B is equal to P of A times P of B. That equals to 1/6 upon 3/8. 3 1 ja, 3 2 ja. So answer is 1/16. Check. Yes, second option is the right option. Second option is the right option. Okay, today evening I shall continue the class. Okay, definitely I shall take the class. Sir, I did not understand P of A. P of A is equal to probability of selecting doublet when two dice are rolled. That means favorable cases N of A is equal to, A is equal to favorable cases 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5, and 6, 6. How many favorable cases? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have written 6. This is total number is 2 dice means 6 square. 6 into 6. So 1 by 6. Okay, that I have written. Right? I hope you might have understood the problems. If you have any doubt, actually below description you have the chart box. You can chart it so that I will go through it and I will implement in the next coming session, following sessions. So that's important. Only few are giving, except Suma and Akila. Next some Vaibhav, Deepti, next Avinash, Yadav, some Yadav is there. But what about Pramila? Narla is not giving. Kartik, Sumant, Pramodin Reddy is giving. Yes, Govind not. Right, today I will see almost at least 50 to 60 comments should be there. Otherwise I won't continue the classes. I will stop the class tomorrow onwards. Thank you.